Hey guys, this is JT, Center Stage Magazine. I'm on the phone right now with Michael Del Pizzo from the band Sunflower Dead. How you doing this evening, man?
I'm doing great, man. We just got in the RV and we're on our way to Sturgis to start another leg of the Hell Pop tour. So, bouncing away here on the road.
Sounds like fun, man. So let's give me a little bit of information about you guys, man. How did you all come to be Sunflower Dead?
Kind of, I guess, an accident, really. Me and the other guys were all kind of like either just ending bands or in between bands back in like 2011. And me and the lead guitarist, Jabu, had the idea of putting together a band that consisted of mostly like, I'm going to say the rock stars or the drivers behind other people in their respective bands. I wanted to be in a band with 5 guys that really wanted to do it as opposed to just 1 or 2 and then have to drag along 3 guys with us.
Right.
So we kind of like cherry-picked from bands in the Southern California scene that we knew and people that we respected and liked what they did and felt they could add something to what we did to make it better. And we ended up with Jamie Tessera from Droid and Jimmy Schultz, who's played with all kinds of bands. In fact, even now on drums, he's in like 67 million bands. So, and originally our bass player's name was Louis Gaston, who played with Buckethead, but he did the first album with us. But the guy that did the touring cycle and our second record, his name is Lance Kearns, and he's phenomenal. He was in a band called Memento, who was signed, I believe, to Columbia Records, did Ozfest and stuff. So I got a great bunch of guys with me.
Sure sounds like it. Yeah, I'm kind of acquainted with your drummer there a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you got a great group of guys. I missed you in Pittsburgh. I think it was last year when you were here. I think you guys played the Altar Bar.
Yeah, we were just there in May with Avatar.
Okay. So how did you guys come up with the name Sunflower Dead?
Sunflower Dead was a short story idea that I had written years ago because I lived off Sunflower Avenue in Southern California. And when the band needed a name, because we knew from the beginning when we started this band, we wanted to do something that was a little different from just the jeans and T-shirts type of thing. We wanted to have some kind of look. So after we had written a bunch of songs for our first album, the guys had just kind of sat down and said, we need a name. We talked about a bunch of names. And then by accident, I started telling the guys about the name, the story I wrote, Sunflower Dead, and everybody seemed to like it. So we just kind of went with that. We became like the way the characters in the story looked, and we've just been having fun with it, really.
That's very cool, man. That's very original as well. You don't hear many bands, morphing out of a book, per se.
Right,
they may morph into a book, but they don't morph out of a book usually.
Sure.
That's very cool. You said you guys were back out on the second leg of the Hell Pop tour, I believe?
Yeah. Yeah, it's within this leg is Within This Moment, Non-Point, and Shaman's Harvest. And the first leg was with In This Moment, Hell Yeah, and Shaman's Harvest. And so we got about a week's worth of shows or 9 days worth of shows with this leg, and then we're home for a month. We're going to start writing a third record. And then we go back out in October with Mushroom Head all over the U.S. I believe we have 29 shows in 31 days, so it's going to be a crazy tour all throughout the U.S. in October, but it's going to be a really cool Halloween package, so it's going to be amazing.
Oh, excellent, man. I'm glad to hear it. So I was, let's see here. I was looking at your personal Facebook page the other night, and you happened to post a video where you talked about once you guys come back off the road, and you just mentioned, about writing a new album, but you also mentioned the possibility of a new video, and I think you mentioned the possibility, too, of a actual novel about the band.
Yeah. So instead of releasing like a third single to radio, what we wanted to do is have a little more fun and just kind of do our own video for a song of our choice. Maybe it won't be a song that would be on the radio. Maybe it would be more of a fun song or a heavier song on the record, and just do like a really cool video that allows people to see us in our environment doing our thing. I believe we're going to shoot it in September. It's going to be really low budget and just to really get the band across and have some fun. And then as far as the graphic novel, since this name came from the Sunflower Dead story that I had written, I had told that to our management and our lawyers, and it just so happens that our lawyers represent Clive Barker. And they said, well, let's run your story by him and his team, see if maybe you guys could kind of work together, and we'll do like a Sunflower Dead graphic novel based on the story you wrote, not about the band or anything like that. And him and his team liked it a lot, and I've met with him a couple times, and we're going to sit down in September and slowly start writing the scripts for the graphic novel of Sunflower Dead to pitch it to some publishers. So that's where that's at.
That's really cool, man. That's really cool. So with your touring, how's the reception been with the fans? I mean, you guys received well. You making new fans? How's that going?
Touring to us, and it's something we've learned since we started touring on this cycle, that touring's our bread and butter, and that's really the place where we get across the best. When you hear us on radio, it's wonderful. When you watch our videos, it's wonderful. But when people see us live, it just translates amazing. And all the people that maybe wouldn't necessarily take to us live. So we're really, touring is without a doubt our strongest thing. And, the fans respond amazing.
Right. It kind of sounds like Kiss back in their day. It was the live show that put them over the top.
And that's a conversation we had with our management last week. It was like, okay, maybe we should do a live record because it is the live thing that's really sending it over the top on people. So, we do our third record. We probably won't record it till 2017, but when we do it, we're going to make sure that what we're bringing live gets across on the record. Right.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, I wanted to ask you, it's kind of like a little, side thing with myself. I see that you play accordion.
Right.
Are you doing that live as well, or is it just something you do for your own pleasure? I ask because my dad, he played accordion.
Oh, okay.
Growing up, he actually started when he was about 3 years old on the little push button.
Yeah.
Deal, and then he went to the accordion and the Cordovox, and then it's been kind of pretty interesting.
I play it. I play it live. I play it in every show, and I actually play it. There's no backing tapes or tracks going with it. I actually play it.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's another original aspect that, I'm really digging about you guys. And I do have to get out and see you. I don't know why I missed you in May. Maybe I didn't even know you were here in May, but I know I missed you guys at one point for sure.
Uh-huh.
But,
we have a good time live, and I think we're very inviting live, and we allow people to have a good time with it and still deliver it. So I think that's why it goes over so well. And then I also think when people see us live, you can kind of see the looks on our faces, and any misconceptions you might have had about us are kind of thrown out the window because you really see what we're doing.
Right. Right. Well, do you have any stories that you would want to share with the fans? Something that they would find interesting, amusing, funny from the road or from the studio?
I got a million stories. Here's a story. So in June, we went to leave for the first leg of the Hell Pop tour, and we just moved up to an RV from a van, so, upgrading a little bit.
Right.
And we were on the road at about 8:30 at night leaving California. We're on the road for about 40 minutes, and a 18-wheeler hits our RV. It's the first time we've been in it, knocks the mirror off, and almost kills us. And then as we go to follow a guy to get his license plate, and we're behind him at fast speed trying to get the plate, he slams on the brakes so we'll get off his tail, and then he takes off. So it's kind of a crazy way to start that last tour. Kind of was an omen because every single day after that, either a tire popped or something happened where we were late to every show. So I call that tour the Sunflower Dead Never Gonna Make It on Time Hell Pop Tour.
You know what? It's memorable, though.
It was insane, wow. But it was fun at the same time. But touring's crazy. It's a lot easier when things run smooth, and since they never run smooth, it's never easy. I guess I don't know.
Right. Well, it keeps you on your toes, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So why don't you go ahead and give let people know where they can find you on the internet. Hit me with your, spit out the social media sites. We'll make sure to have them posted on the, up on Center Stage Mag website as well.
Cool. But, yeah, we're on everything everyone else is on: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, sunflowerdead.com, Reverb Nation, YouTube. I mean, we're so easy to find. All you do is Google Sunflower Dead, and we come up. Thousands of pages about it. We've done a lot of stuff, so we're everywhere.
That's cool. And, before we cut this out, your video, you got Jonathan Davis involved with that. How did that come about?
Oh, Jonathan is a really good friend, as everyone in Corn is, with my guitarist, Jamie Tessera. They have a really long-standing relationship that goes back before those guys were even before they even started Corn. In fact, Jamie took guitar lessons from Monkey. So, there's like an actual friendship. So, when the idea came up to have John Getz on the track, Jamie made a call, and John was, super gracious about it, and we went down and recorded the track and had a really good time doing it.
Wow, that's cool, man. It's good to have people like that in your corner.
Sure.
It's definitely an edge, definitely a boost for you guys.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, hey, man, I want to wish you good luck with the second leg of the tour, and then, even further luck with the Mushroom Head tour, and here's to hoping that you no longer have RV issues on this tour. It can actually be the Sunflower Dead Makes It On Time Help Pop tour.
We'll see, hopefully. I doubt it, though, but we'll see. Man, I appreciate that, though. Thank you so much. Sure, man.
Well, hey, guys, we just want to thank Michael for, taking the time to talk with us today. And, Michael, before we head on, do you want to give a shout-out to anybody or want to say any last thing you want to say to anybody?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout-out to all the Evil Seeds out there that have been supporting us. I mean, they keep growing and growing with each tour we do, and they've been so supportive to us. And thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Very cool, man. Well, hey, you guys stay safe out there and knock 'em dead, dude.
Thanks, brother.
All right, later.
Later, man.